Hey everyone, it's Laura with Pampered Chef here. We are doing fresh food as well as leftovers. Now I know that so many people don't like leftovers because usually it's a texture thing. You make something and then you reheat it and the texture is off. It's like mushy. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that you can repurpose some really good food. So I want to show you what we're making first. This is a skirt steak. I got it on sale. So it's not a huge one, but one of the things we're going to do is you take your meat tenderizer and you use your pokey side. Technical term. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because, especially for your less expensive cuts of meat that may be tougher, you want to do this because it will break up the fibers inside and actually be easier to chew. So one of the other things you can do, and you don't need a lot of oil. I have no oil on this, you guys. So I'm going to take some kosher salt, okay? You don't need a whole lot. And I'm going to take Pampered Chef's garlic rub, okay? And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to work it into the meat with the tenderizer, okay? Now, of course, you kind of get that aggression out if you've had a Monday, okay? The purpose of this is simply to break up those fibers so that it's easier to cut, easier to chew. Okay, we're gonna put this right in the skillet. All right, so now what am I doing over here? I made potatoes right in the pressure cooker yesterday, but I didn't do anything with them. So now I'm not eating the potatoes, but the boys will. Okay, so now we can just get some texture. They don't have to cook as long, but the texture will be awesome because they're already cooked tender-wise, but now we can do some fried goodness, okay? So I'm not doing that, but the boys are. All right. Maybe if I say it enough times, I'll believe it. Anyway, this is where it really is the good stuff, okay? So this right here is, if you saw my video yesterday, I did cauliflower with salmon. Now, I did this in the oven because we had 2 whole heads of cauliflower. Now, if you'll notice the brown bits, if you just reheat that in the microwave, they can be really mushy, and nobody wants mush. So by reheating it in the air fryer, there is a reheat option right here, but you can do anything. And then you just pull this out, and look, you still have your charred bits and your crunch, which is what makes these cauliflower steaks really, really good. So in my skillet here, my other skillet, this is where my steak is going to go, okay? So I just turned this on to a medium heat. Now a good skillet to use is your cast iron skillet or your non-stick stainless, okay? Either one is going to work for you, but I'm going to show you, I'm also using bell pepper tonight and just cutting some bell pepper. And remember, you want 2 different cutting boards, okay? We don't need any cross-contamination. That's gross. That's one reason why we have multiple things. So let me just show you. There's so many ways you can cut a bell pepper, you guys. But it's been kind of fun to just go around and do it in one fell swoop. Now you have, I don't know, it's kind of like, was there anything as a kid that you tried to do and just do it like one, like peeling apples, you could just peel the whole apple one at a time? I don't know. Anyway, so this is, you have your whole bell pepper now. And then you just trim out this white part, okay? But let's go ahead and get our steak right into the skillet. You guys, a hot skillet. You have to have a hot skillet. It is so important, okay? The one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half so that, and you don't want to overcrowd your skillet because overcrowding means you will not have the desired effect. You will have less searing and you will have more of a braising, which is not what you want with a steak, okay? So for the sake, I could put both of these in, but for this sake, okay? And in my house, dog hair is extra protein. You're welcome. Anyway, I will show you final pictures and be in touch. So thank you guys very much. Have a good night.